Yo, what's up, my people? It's Danny Bar, Claudia Morgan here in the house. Is Reality Buzz. We're back. It's another episode of Reality Buzz, giving you the real shit, the real deal, and everything real. And I'm with my co-host.
Of course, Ednar. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm cool. How about you?
What?
I'm cool. How about you? Whenever I go in with a sliding accent, you don't understand. So
okay,
let me try to keep it plain.
You started with flattering yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, hi guys, welcome to the show. It is the Reality Buzz.
Yeah,
yes, of course, and it is I, Ednar, as always.
Yeah. So to our viewers, listeners out there, we love you so much. We just want to say, we'll come back from the holidays. You know, it's been a long week.
Yep.
Long couple of weeks, I guess. We had Mother's Day in between that. We had ED, and then we also had Heroes Day. Was it Heroes Day yesterday? Like on Monday, it was Heroes Day. Yeah. So we had Heroes Day on Monday, and it has been a lot of resting for social workers. But these guys who work mania, you have your bosses there underground.
Underground, they were.
I mean, okay, you know. Public holidays usually work a lot for like social workers, but other people that abawansi, you know, okola ina boss mutunda ngoye, boss things like that. Bro, you don't recognize these days. Yeah, people are working on Mother's Day, people are working on ED.
People work on Mother's Day. At least I know one industry that doesn't close up on public holidays is usually the hospitality. You can't lock up a hotel on 3rd of June.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Like, it's a resource. Even like things concerning food, restaurants and what.
Yeah.
We always need those people.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
But then again, on Mother's Day, why would you be working? Like,
Otuna Massimo.
You guys, what are you doing in town buying a phone on Mother's Day? Like, seriously.
Yeah, maybe the money will be stolen. You know, some of us stay with, like, our homes, we stay with people we don't trust. But you have to remove the money real quick before the sibling, like, you know.
Okay, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, so
if you guys if you make your workers work on a public holiday like Mother's Day, really.
No, it depends on the business and the situation.
Of course, like I've given an exemption for the people who are selling food and everything.
I remember some of us make mereyarero. You know, when you don't go to work, you don't like get what to eat.
Okay.
So like if you stay at home on Mother's Day and you didn't go to work, you're going to starve.
And also maybe an exemption would also be for people who work in markets. You know, they're selling mangoes and all that stuff.
Literally. Anyway, all I know on the public holiday,
you heard of what happened on Mother's Day, right?
No, just me about it.
No, the bomb.
The bomb thing. I think that's... Okay, like, I don't want to sound mean or like uneducated or illiterate, but I feel like things like that are just put up just to like make some news.
No, I saw this stuff, you know? I saw someone went up in pieces, like... People went up in pieces. You guys don't watch news, like... People went up in pieces.
Like meat.
Meat, like this, dispersed all over.
Oh my God. Sounds scary.
It's so weird.
It's like a movie.
So,
it's like Deadpool.
Yeah, it feels like it's not actually happening.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, I don't want to get into like even brought chills on my body. Like I don't want to hear such people going.
I'm sure it's on the SC.
Anyway, it's Claudia Morgan's The Reality Buzz. Here is here every single Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Like giving you good vibes, giving you good stories, and talking about stuff that matters. Yeah. Yep. So today, and I want us. There's something I've noticed these days.
Okay.
Something in the Gen Zs. We call them the Gen Zs. What's the range of Gen Zs?
1996 to 2011.
1996, 2000. Someone born in 2011. How old are they now? Like
2011.
Yeah. That's 14 years.
14, 15, 16.
14. So we also call a 14-year-old a Gen Z. Yeah, that's like making our generation so young.
We're young. What are you talking about?
Okay,
I'm young.
Okay, wait, 1996 to 2011.
2011.
So someone born in 1926 is 29.
Yep.
I mean, 1996 is 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, you can qualify to be a Gen Z. So there's something like I've noticed about Gen Zs, and I was like, I really got to talk about this with my partner.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this generation, there's something that has come up. There are common words we use these days. Words like nonchalant.
Okay, don't get me started.
Okay.
The one person I know is famous for that word. God bless you wherever you are. If you're watching, you know yourself.
We have common words like nonchalant. We have common words like low key.
Are you guys even getting the word? Like nonchalant.
What? Is it nonchalant or nonchalant? Like someone correct me out there. Okay, you put it in the comment section like the pronunciation. Nonchalant, whatever.
You're being very critical about the English today.
Oh, okay. Then there is this word low key. Like someone's like, I'm low key.
Yeah, but at least those ones are.
And then there's someone saying there's cool. I'm cool. Now, like, how do these words come up to what I'm trying to say? So whenever you may find someone you're like, bro, what's up? What's going on with life? Like, what's up? Like, you want to connect them to a deeper level.
Yeah.
And someone just like, nah, I'm cool.
I get.
You know,
I get that
it.
vibe.
Then someone's like, you're so lost, bro. What's been going on with your life? Nah, just being low key. You know, so there's this tendency of like youth that have these days of showing that they don't care.
Yeah,
you know?
It's very common.
Yeah, it's very common these days. Like, to be cool, to be the cool guy, to be the cool person, and you just have to show that you don't care. And it has been driven far too deep, being displayed in friendships and in relationships at large, you know? Someone's like, nah, everything is like, nah.
Nah, I don't care. But I think, I don't know. I don't know what is the main cause for all that nonchalant. Are you nonchalant?
Yeah, of course. You know,
you are nonchalant?
Because I'm cool.
What are you doing on the show? We don't entertain nonchalant people in here. Like,
anyway,
what are you talking about?
I'm just trying to look like at the deep root of it, like where it's coming from. Because it begins with the relationships. They are saying that the person who seems less interested in the relationship, like they hold like the bigger power in a relationship. Have you heard of something like that?
Yeah, that's
like,
actually true.
Yeah, whenever you show that you don't care, so it's like you call them, I'm busy. What? Like, you don't put in that effort, then you'll be like,
yeah, they seem
like,
unbothered.
How true
but
is
even
that?
the serious things.
Yeah, how true is that? Like someone with less interest in a relationship, they have more power.
Yeah, they have more power because like you're all in for this entire thing.
Yeah,
and then this person is acting like they are like, in simple terms, Uganda would say tewa, like they don't care about, you know. You're so like if you're bothered, you start. They're unbothered, but you're bothered. You know.
So they're like, if you stay or leave, man, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, someone's like, I want to talk to you. You know those like someone's like, it's been a whole day, I've not talked to you. Please, can I video call you? And they're like, nah. I feel dizzy. I feel tired. And
I want to sleep.
I want to sleep. You know.
Yeah, like something you would expect them to actually react to. They just.
Imagine,
just don't care.
Imagine waking up at 8 and sending someone a good morning and you get a good afternoon. That means they took like you get what I mean.
That is so bad.
Like, yeah.
But when we at that point.
Yeah, someone keeps you guessing. You're like, oh, they have not woken up yet. And then sometimes you don't want to also be needy.
Yeah.
You don't want to it actually it's both sides. You get
you don't want to see
to overshow that now I want it a lot. Now let me good morning. What are you up to? What should I call the phone? Now if you begin doing that, now I'm being extra.
Yeah.
I think this person is going to feel like I'm overtying themselves on them.
Yeah.
So
you're such a...
But that is, and at the end of the day, like, at the end of the day, hey, actually, I've seen these memes, these crazy videos whereby someone's like, waiting for a message, or like waiting the other person to call first. Like, not to show that neediness.
Yeah.
So also, so the other person also is for this one to call first. And they're like, one eternity later, they're growing older. And now I see when you was out to call first. You get it?
No.
Yeah. So
I hope I don't get to that point.
Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's like happening currently. So
the nonchalant person, the originally nonchalant Morgan, spreads the nonchalance to the partner somehow.
No, actually, some people are just like naturally nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like then just like that's
hey
the
guys,
way.
I need you to comment on the way Morgan is saying that one.
No, actually, we've been in school.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Okay, we've always been in school and we've seen like kids like this that are always lucky, what, and it's like it's just their way. They're just their ways.
They're just
lucky. Yeah, actually, I personally, I've just learned how to talk and all like now, but I was always like lucky. I was a cool guy. I don't have experience. Not of expressing myself everywhere here and there.
Yeah.
Like things on a low move, you know. Yeah, and then, but then some people then just force it. You know, okay, when someone gives that vibe, you really have the urge. So actually, some people do it like effortlessly. They're like, you send them a message, and they send you a message, and they don't care whether you repeat it or not. They're like, and they chill.
Whatever. It's like they're doing it even just...
Yeah, effortlessly. It's just like, it's their nature.
Yeah.
And then some people like have an effort. They're like taking the phone every time. Everyone say, checking the phone. Has he texted? But so he wants to give the other person that sense of nonchalant.
Yeah.
But himself here is like, you know, he's not comfortable at the place. So...
But it's really bad.
Yeah, it becomes crazy.
Have you had an experience of interacting or being in a relationship with someone who's nonchalant?
Yeah, I'm always the nonchalant one. Like
You're always the nonchalant one. Okay, this topic is courtesy of Morgan, so I see why.
All right, okay.
You're a nonchalant one. So it's like you're one of these people who can, for example, you vibe a girl, and then you disappear for 2 weeks, and then you come back like it never happened. Like you're unbothered about the whole time you spent without, communicating anything.
Actually, okay. I'm unbothered, that's true. Why? Because like I have a lot going on in my life, and a girl is just like some extra part, you know. Okay, like I began.
So for you, only nonchalant when you're in a relationship. Is that your general personality?
No, not in a relationship.
I mean, there is also being selectively nonchalant, which is like totally different.
Okay, I just feel for some reason, like you may have like bigger problems. Someone's like texting you, and all the time maybe they stress you out. Like some people are just like born homemongers. Just begin 1, 2, 3. Actually, I was in this situation with some girl.
Okay.
You go 1, 2, 3 texts, and then the third one, like from nowhere, you're already into an argument. You don't know where it started from. So you already have your stress. Maybe your money has gotten lost. Yeah, we have a lot of things, like a lot of youth struggles, and then you feel so. Someone like that, sometimes you're stressed a lot, and you're like, let me just ignore them. And then maybe you might miss them after 2 weeks and then come back and be like, hi, what's up, baby? You know? Okay,
then I think that would describe it just happens occasionally. But it's not entirely how you are throughout the whole relationship.
Yeah. It's just
not entirely how you are.
Yeah, not entirely. Because I'm a lover boy. I'm a loving guy. So
apart from you, for example, for you, I understand your case that you could be having problems and everything, so you decide to not care about a certain something happening between you.
No, sometimes it's just that the loving level doesn't match. Sometimes just
that is also possible. Yeah. But then you find some people, they initiate a relationship, they get into the whole thing, but then suddenly they're in it, and there are really no problems within the relationship. This person is not having any personal problems, but they're not caring. Like they just don't care. They're unbothered. They are distant. They are emotionally absent. Literally, in the whole relationship, they are just not there.
Yeah, and then something else I would want to address. It's about like these people who like do it on purpose. You know, like I said, for some people it's personality. It just comes natural.
Some people actually do it on purpose.
Then someone's like just plays the game. Like you have to play the game. You know, like you have to be the. You know, you have to like
feel. They call it feeling. You people.
Then you have to hold back, man. Then you be like, I be giving advice to my G's. I be like, I don't show that girl, like, bro, like.
Okay, so you're one of the advocates for none.
Okay, it works. Okay. I just do it because it works. If you don't do it, bro, the girl's gonna leave you, G. Like she's gonna be like
if you don't feel and if
you ever show any lady that you're needy, bro. Like in this generation now, you ain't gonna make it.
What do you mean by being needy?
Being needy is like calling fast, like texting fast. Replying, like quick replies. Hello, good morning. Like all that stuff. Like you're putting in effort.
Let me first address this issue. You're just
available, like all the time.
Let me first address this issue. The main reason for WhatsApp is so you can reply immediately.
For WhatsApp?
Yes,
Like
that's the
WhatsApp,
main reason for
like
WhatsApp.
the app.
Otherwise, we would be texting on LinkedIn, we would be texting on Facebook, where I don't expect you to be like offered. WhatsApp is meant to be like social and is communication. So if you're going to see my text and decide to ignore it, then something is wrong.
Actually, the need to show that you don't care. Yeah, actually, this is where even we get the whole narrative of the bad boy thing. What? Like you don't show that, you know.
Okay, guys, my definition for bad boy is like totally different.
For all of those, for all our first-time listeners and viewers, like you already did an episode about the bad boy thing. It was a full episode. It was epic. We were fighting here. Ednar was killing me, like just talking about the bad boy, like and the stuff. So. Like that drives me back to all that. You can check it out on our YouTube at CBM Radio. You will find it. It was very lively. Yeah, the bad boy thing. And so, okay, why do people do this? Like, why do you think? Why the only reason why people go into the nonchalant thing, like the not caring thing, and all that, is because they fear rejection. Like maybe some go it for the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fear.
I mean, rejection. If you're already in the relationship.
No, it works whether you're in or you're not yet in. Like you already have that show. You're looking.
Okay, you're
vibing someone.
Like in and out, like.
Like you're in the process of vibing someone, but then you don't want. Actually, it works a lot when you're not even yet in a relationship.
Yeah, it works better.
Yeah, because you're vibing someone,
rejection.
but you don't want to show them that it's the only person you're seeing. You know, you want to show like, you're one of the girls I'm talking to. You're not the girl.
I don't think that's actually cool. And like, please, if you feel that energy, run for your life. Because what is that?
No, whenever a girl gets to know that she's the only choice you have, but she's going to play you. Like she's going to play the long game. She's going to play hard to get. She's going to, guys don't want girls that go in quick. You're like, what's up? And she just comes in.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to play the hard to get game, but you don't play it a lot. When the guy shows interest, then you can just show, maybe pull back a little, and then the guy has showed you like real interest. He doesn't want you to pull back, like to be pulling back all the time.
Yeah.
This time he wants you like now to come and embrace that, like attachment is bringing to you.
Yeah.
But if you play it in the long run, you end up losing a nice guy. Why? Anyway, you don't want that. The good thing, you don't want nice guys, you want bad guys.
But by the way, we are talking so much in the perspective of the guys, but how does nonchalancy be for the ladies? Have you had that? Have you seen that?
For the ladies?
If a lady is nonchalant and like, she doesn't care.
Yeah, actually, I've never met with a fellow nonchalant.
Yeah, fellow.
Okay, like you text her and, Bro, imagine just like sending a good morning at 8. Someone's like, good evening at 5. Bro's like,
good evening.
Who is this?
Yo.
And then there's before that, there's this tendency that women have. You be like, you come. I personally prefer to call a clear rejection. Usually, you walk up to a girl, you use your lines. I see you have scars. You fall out of heaven. You bring out your reason all, and by an incident, whatever, you get her number. You get to ask for her number. They give you their number. You're like, is it WhatsApp? Like, you should chat later. What's up? Like the whole process goes on. And then you send a text. You like, hello or hi, what's up? Whatever the opening phrase.
Yeah.
And then they open it. I actually. And I leave it there. And sometimes you don't. Okay, someone even gives you a cut of opening it, and you see the 2 blue ticks. And sometimes you just see a gray tick, like, oh, did they see it or not? And they just leave it there, just like that. And you're like. So what I do in such scenarios, if someone does that to me, I usually like pursue. I be like, hello, hi, maybe even I call. So can I first pursue? Yeah? So can and then I said that, and then she sees, maybe she replies, she's like, maybe, hey, what's up? Then I open the text. Blue tick. Delete the number. Hey, that's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you showed a lot of interest. Then she thought what and what, but then after that, then you're like,
I totally get that. It's like some sort of revenge.
Yeah.
But Okay, those things are not nice.
Yeah, but anyway, about the need to show that you don't care. Some people, I think, show that they don't care, like just to test, like someone is interested. Like they'll be like, someone should show willingness to pursue you. You know, like someone should, like when you show you don't care, you're trying to like set a bait to see whether, like, will they like come in deep? Will they like want to know more? Like, will they pursue me? Something like that. That's done by girls.
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking
true,
about it in the perspective of girls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite true.
But
recently,
why you're so happy today?
girls.
Yeah.
At least for myself, trust me. If I like you, I'm just going to give you go signals all the way.
Wait, when you like them, I
go
personally,
signals. As long as someone doesn't like someone, you guys, like if someone doesn't like you, when I just go away, just move on. Don't force me, but tell me I'm liked by everybody. How can she not like me? Guys have that pride thing, and that's the problem.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes you just do it. Okay, I don't want to be like spilling the secrets. But sometimes you just do it in a way of like showing masculinity, revenge or something.
Masculinity.
Okay, it comes in this essence. You're with your boys, you're out, you're what, and she, chilling, and then you see some girl. She's like, bro, like attack, like you know me. Then you go, and she gives you a clear rejection when everyone else is saying, bro, it embarrasses.
Mm-hmm. So you want to revenge.
So you make her fall in love and then ditch the beach.
As a matter of fact, let me just a story. If that friend of mine is watching, he will not just. But I'm talking about copyright for that story.
Yeah.
This friend of mine tells me he vibed this chick, and he vibed this web, and Beb rejected him simply, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to make her love me, and he does that. They date for 4 years, and then he breaks up with her, and he tells her the reason. At least that's the story I had.
No,
and I'm like, yo, what?
Wait, you're saying like he, like the babe, like first like refused the guy at the beginning.
Rejected the guy.
Yeah.
Then he made her fall in love with him
in the long run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they dated for 4 years with the intention, with the intention of breaking up with her.
Guys have
later,
such patience.
and he did.
But 4 years. 4 years just waiting to break up with someone. Nah, I don't think that. The guy fell in love and then maybe relationship strangles, things that happen and you break up. But
maybe.
But
that's the reason he gave me.
Like logically, how can that be the reason?
I mean,
4
you can
years.
be like, okay, actually, the girl told him, even if you were the last man on earth, something like that. You know those statements? I wouldn't date you. Like that's like that just kills a man. Guys, you need to have confidence.
We also use them on girls.
I mean, Morgan, if I came out of the blue and I told you you're not attractive, you're not handsome, would you be like,
you're not attractive, you're not handsome?
Would you like?
Bro, I know.
Would you go back and be like?
I know. Would
you like go back and be like, I'm not handsome? I mean, you've always been confident with yourself.
Yeah. And then some random girl comes out and she's like,
you keep thinking about it, you're like, what?
That's why girls fall victims of serial killers, man.
I don't know.
You guys are knowing me. You shouldn't be just rejecting.
Watch out for what you guys think.
You just be rejecting guys and then offending them in the same way. Yeah? Okay, some reasons I bet some things are better off left unsaid.
Yeah,
you
for
just,
sure.
like, so you just be like, nah.
I mean,
someone's like, I'm not interested, and they're like, why? Like, I just don't feel like dating right now. So plain reasons.
What about if I say I just don't like you? How bad?
I just don't like you. Okay,
what someone takes it personally?
No, me personally, I wouldn't take it. Okay,
you would.
Okay, it will pain me a little.
Guys,
it will pain me a little. But then I like someone who's direct. Actually, I prefer clear rejection than playing.
I don't like
playing
you.
the long game. But then you make me like you lose like my investments. I put in my time, I put in my money, my resources, my
But
everything.
you guys,
And
let
then
me say this.
at the end of the day, you're like, I was trying to see how
Okay.
things could work initially, but I didn't fall for you in the long run. So let's just say, bro.
Have you tried to force yourself on a lady at any one point
No,
of
I've
your
not.
life?
No, I've not.
Like there is this thing I've seen guys do. Girl has told you she doesn't like you. You keep pushing, and then suddenly you think because Morgan, assuming
Okay.
assuming we are
Do you
not
know the reason
friends,
why some people
but,
push?
assuming we are not friends,
Alright.
and then you try to like reach out to me, say maybe you're trying to vibe me or something, and then I reject you. But then you keep pushing, and then I'm like, let me just be nice to that guy. Like that friendship kind of nice, yeah? Because like
I think the guy is trying to vibe and you want to.
no, here's the thing.
You're just explaining a situation
If someone
I've been
keeps,
in like
if you keep rejecting somebody and they keep coming back, you're like, but I'm really treating this person badly. They may try to form some sort of friendship or something, eh? And then the person starts taking it wrongly. Morgan,
Now-
it's simply like, for example, you reach
Yeah.
out. Now I'm going to give a business example. You reach out to an investor and they tell you, okay, you come and pitch your idea to me. They're not saying, I'm going to give you money. They are letting you come and pitch your idea to them. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. For a business perspective, some people just look to be hard and to at least someone here to hear about their idea and all that. But for a relationship perspective, when a guy comes to you and you like reject them, like when a guy tries to vibe you, one time no, 2 times no, 3 times no, and then he comes back for 4th time, and then you show like some bit of like embracement for you. You're looking at it as friendship, but I'm looking at me. I personally, guy is looking at it
if
as
I blow at him, he's going to be pissed, and then he's going to try some other scheme of revenge.
That guy is looking at it as the girl is now cracking. Do you get my point?
Stay on.
He came 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. You say no, and he has come 4th time, and now you're like, okay, let's go. Okay, let's go chill. Let's go chill under the other tree and maybe sit there. So the guy is like, she's cracking. For you saying, I'm being pitiful to him, friendship and all, but he's now saying, bro, I think she's cracking, man. This time
Like, for example, okay, for the first 3 times,
of
what
course,
if I told
like, that's
you,
evident.
I'm really not interested, I want to date you, I don't want to literally date anyone, like, I just don't want, maybe I can offer friendship, and then you keep reaching out and trying to form a connection.
The only reason why you keep reaching out, you find your parents like that. But
Your
mom,
parents?
yeah, you be judging with your parents or whatever.
Where are
People
parents going in right
like
now?
renowned couples and all. All grannies are like, how did you meet? They'd be like, your mom was not something. She was not an easy catch. She rejected me 14 times when I bought flowers. All you know, like stories like that are the only reason why.
Keep in mind, we're in the 21st century.
And the only reason
Totally don't
why
work the
boys-
same way.
That's the reason why men like.
Mindsets have changed. Like,
You're talking to your mama, she's like, me, I was an expensive bitch back then.
bitch.
Tonda warakadiwa ne twaliko.
Tells a line, is this?
Twaliko. Nyazo ngamba kocha. So the guy is like, my dad tried 14 times with mom. And me, I'm just 3 times. I have another 11 to go. So of course he's going to keep pushing. Okay, I think stories like that also like Ziko za chama to divertinga. Things like that. They have done a lot. So we just hope like maybe one day she'll crack. And now for you for the 4th time, you're saying, okay, let's sit and chill. So I'm like, oh, this one has cracked for the 4th time. For you, you're looking at it as friendship, but I'm looking at it as a win. Like I'm like, oh, she's beginning to come around. You know, some ladies are stubborn. Some people you just have to like first pursue and no lemezamu, and then they come around. That's the lady nature. Some of them.
Yeah, for most ladies.
But me, I personally just want to like come and be like, what's up? I tell him my wants, and he be like, all right, let's go. Sometimes they are kumpa
No. Trying to some poetic lines to like push and like
Well, poetic lines.
Otherwise, what are you going to just with on WhatsApp with somebody you've not initiated big conversation?
Conversation can come. They say conversation comes actually. You may find someone actually. The things, actually, love is real. you may connect with someone like in a way that is, love is real. How are you? Why are you smiling about it? You may find someone and you connect really. You connect. Like, you be like, someone, you like you just actually. Anyway, I just think I'm a good conversationalist. Because I've had, like, I've talked to a lot of one-time people. Like, I got your number today. I call you that night and we talk like for 2.5 hours. I've done that thing like 4 times. Like, you just met someone and then you talk, you'll be like,
everything. Are they all ladies?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be like, what even makes you think that they're not ladies?
Of course, what are you going to jazz about with that lady you just met?
Of course,
like, you're going to be asking her, then she's going to jazz you about all the 6 siblings that she left at home in one
Not necessarily.
And then she's going to tell you about her high school crush.
These are conversation starters.
Conversations at the start.
Let me give you conversation starters.
I've had a conversation start with someone for long. I don't think we've ever had any other conversation after that.
Yeah, actually, you've never been so true. Actually, yeah. It usually ends there. It goes on for. I can go in for another 2 conversations.
Yeah, probably.
But it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere.
I don't know why. Like, you talk to
because you made it so easy.
Like, actually, yeah.
That's why you see you have to take some corners. When you take some corners, it keeps, you keep having so much to talk about.
It's called
every single day.
Keep intriguing the other person, like, to come back and all and
you
find out.
You keep having different things to talk about, and that's where other things come from.
Oh, so
conversation starters for me, I can never talk to someone for so long because I know that.
The fact that you know that, like, it goes nowhere, it means you've experienced it.
Yeah, it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
I've experienced it. That's why I know that it's better.
Why were you asking what they be talking about? Yet you've experienced
what they be talking about?
What were you talking about with them for an hour?
4 people, like,
of course, okay.
I wanted to know.
I'm planning to be a writer in the long run, so I have to, like, look for experience and 2 things to write about. Not things I've had, but things I've experienced myself.
Okay.
So I explore this and that so that I could, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but back to the youth being like holding back. Yeah, back to the youth holding back. I think some people just do that, like, to hide vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like, not to be vulnerable.
But the better way is to.
Some people are already in relationships, but they already look at the end of the relationship.
That happens to the best of us, like many of us.
Yeah.
Actually.
You're like, what if it ends? Now, where is it going to leave me?
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't want to put a lot of attraction, attachment, and attention to this person.
Yeah,
because it might kill you, And some of us, like, love for real. Like, things got deep for us.
There is one of your biggest fans in the reality bus called Shagwa. I don't know. Shaga.
Hey,
Shaga, should comment on that one. Leave a comment for us on that one because, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I just want to send a shout out to my friends. I just want to shout out to my beautiful school, UICT.
I thought you were going to say beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby, nah, right now.
Morgan, you've been single the whole year. It's now mid-year. What's up?
I've been in short-term relationships, actually.
How many short-term?
I don't know. I've already told you, like, I've had, like, 4 2-hour conversations. And then, if I got deep into that...
That 2-hour conversation can be like a relationship.
You'll give me another hour, like, to exploit all of them. But, yeah, I just want to say shout out to CBM. Shout out to all my people out there, my friends, my classmates, people around the workspace. Basically, all of you. Love you all.
Big shout out to you all. Everyone who watches or likes might want to split, but big shout out to you all.
Actually, I just love it when I find you all, like, I've had this a lot. Find people be like, yo, G, you killed the show. People are like, they show the love, eh? You show that you're doing something.
Yeah, guys, keep loving.
And some people are like, bro, send that link. Man, what is the next episode? What and what? It just kind of, like, motivates someone, motivates me, motivates us, and to give you better content and make better results and give you better results. And yeah, we can even matchmake you up.
Morgan is really passionate about you.
If you've been single for a long time, I can be a matchmaker. Yeah. People are social capital. Anyway, the show has been Reality Buzz, and it's been an entertaining journey with you. We love you all. Mwah. Lots of love. We sign out.
Bye-bye.